Hello everyone, welcome back to Kredict, and this is day 25 of 45-day Learn Blockchain Development Challenge. This is a 45-day journey in which you are going to learn how to develop blockchain-based softwares or applications. In previous videos, we have learned about Solidity language and we completed all the basics of Solidity smart contract. And in just last video, we have created a front end for our token, we have created a token, and we have done a lot of things related to blockchain development. Okay, so now today's video, we are going to create a application with a basic front end in which we have option to send Ethereum from our wallet to someone other's address. Yes, we can do this by MetaMask or other wallet itself, but in this video we are going to learn how do we create an interface and a custom sending system for us. For this we are going to use basic HTML, JavaScript and a library called Web3.js. If you don't know what is Web3.js, please go watch previous videos. We have discussed about it in detail. And without wasting any time, let's get started. So first of all, open up your browser and search for web3.js. If you are not familiar with this, I'm going to recommend you to go and read its documentation. It's on web3js.readthedocs.io. Just click on this. So this is the library we can use for creating blockchain based applications. It supports Ethereum, Binance Chain, and if you are familiar with the series, we are using Sepolia ETH, which is a testnet for Ethereum for this tutorial. And we are same going to send these Sepolia ETH to our another address. And for this demonstration, I have my primary account is account 1 and also added a second account. If you don't know how to add this, just click on this button and click on add a new account, put a name here and create. Account will be automatically created. So I have created one, that is account 2, and it has 0 ETH. So we are going to send from our main account to this account and see how this is ongoing. Okay, so this is the library. Yes, we can install this library, but for now we are going to use this via CDN. Okay, so just minimize this, and here on my desktop I have folder named 45 days. So just open it up. I'm going to create a folder here, this new folder. I'm going to name it as send ETH. Okay, because we are going to create a application which is used to send Ethereum from our wallet to someone else's wallet. Okay, so just open this up with VS Studio Code, or you can use any other code editor you want. But if you don't know what we are doing, just follow along with me. You will get a better understanding after this tutorial is complete. Okay, so here the release node, just close this up. Okay, so we are on folder. I'm just going to increase the screen size or zoom a little bit. Okay, so this folder is empty now. I'm going to create a file here which is index.html. Okay, and we also require to write some JavaScript, so I'm going to create a file here. I'm going to name it script.js, or you can name whatever you want. This is up to you. And we are hoping that you have familiar with basic HTML and JavaScript, because we are not going to cover each bit of detail, because we expect you to have some basic knowledge. And if you are not known to JavaScript, just go and watch other playlists we have on the channel. We have also teach basic HTML, basic JavaScript and CSS also. So just go watch those some videos and you will get a better understanding what we are doing here. Okay, so now just come back to this index.html, and we are going to generate the basic boilerplate. You can do by pressing shift and the exclamation mark here, and you can see the emit abbreviation. Click on this or just press enter. So this will generate the basic HTML boilerplate we are requiring to write our application. which is the doc type HTML, HTML head, the title, and closing tags. I hope you are familiar with this. So I'm going to just change the title to send ETH, or you can say send ETH. Okay, and just save this file. So for now, our basic boilerplate is completed, and just link the JavaScript file here in body. How to link? Just write script, and you can see this abbreviation. Just press enter, and here write the name of your file, which is script.js, which is this file just lying side by side this. Or you can just simply write script.js. This is to make sure the path from root, because these both files are in root. Okay, so now our script is added, and just write some text here. We are going to write document.write, what we can say, hey. We are just testing the integration. Just save this and save this also. And I have my live server installed. If you don't know what it is, just go to extensions, search for live server, and this one, this extension we are using to serve our website locally. This is a static server that can only serve basic JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. So we are fine with this now. In future, we will going to use npm based servers, but for now this is fine. Okay, just click on go live, and it will start the server on port 5500. So by default, Brave is my default browser, so it's going to open it up, but I don't going to use this. Just close this, come back to our Chrome, open this up, and type localhost. What is the port number? I think 5500. Okay, and just press enter, and you can see the output is here, hey, which means this output is coming from the JavaScript file, because we have nothing like hey here, and this is coming from this. And if we change this hey to hey dudes and save this file, you can see it's automatically updated. So the live server will automatically update on each save. So this is very convenient for us. Okay, and the title for our file is here, send ETH. So this means our live server is working, our index.html is working, and our script.js is also integrated successfully. So now let's proceed with the actual furtherings. Just remove this text, save the file, come back here, and now first of all, we are going to use a library which I've talked earlier, which is Web3.js. So how do we get this library? We are going to use CDN. So just come up here and search for Web3.js CDN. Okay, so you can use any of you want, but for now I'm going to use the JS deliver. Just open this up. Okay, so here is the script. You can see the version is 4.10.0. Okay, I think just copy this, copy HTML. Okay, now come back to our VS Studio, and I'm going to paste it on here in head tag. Okay, so just paste it here. So just save the file, come back and check the logs. If there is any error, just click on inspect, click on console. So there is no error. Just refresh this. Okay, so there is no error, which means the library is working fine for now, but we will see if face any issue later. Okay, so I'm not going to close this. I'm just going to keep this side by side, because we are not going to design so much, so this much space is enough for us. Okay, so just come back here, and now we are going to write our application. So what is the agenda? The agenda is we should have a interface by which we connect our wallet. We enter the address of the recipient to which we are going to send ETH, and a field also for entering the amount, that how much Ethereum we are going to send, and finally a send button which can be pressed to initiate the transaction. So not a much, but sufficient for this application. Okay, So just start writing the basic structure. I'm going to just quickly write here. So for understanding, I'm just going to write a header here. I can say send ETH H1. I hope you are familiar with this. And just a button to connect wallet. Okay. This button which says connect wallet. Okay. And I'm going to put a ID here, which is ID connect wallet. Okay. Just save this file and check if everything is working. Okay, so we have this connect wallet button which can be used to connect our wallet. Okay, just come back here. Now we have a wallet, but we are going to need a form because we are going to submit a form on action. Just remove this action because we are not going to use the backend part. We are submitting this using JavaScript. Just enter ID here, but you can say send ETH, or you can say ETH form. Okay. Okay. Now we have a label for to address. Let's write here an input for this, which is going to text. Obviously the ID should be to address, and the label is for this one. Okay, so just make this required. Okay, so I'm going to write some br breaking here, and now we need the second label, which is going to for what we are going to write here, amount. Okay, so not a big deal, and just write amount, but you can say in ETH. Okay, and input for this, as you can see, it's automatically generated by my AI assistant, so not a big deal, but you can write and copy paste the same thing if you want. Just make sure to keep the IDs correct. We have to address, we have amount, and for label we just write the same ID for the input we are going to put a label. Okay, so we have two input fields. Just save and check. It's okay. So here is the to address, here is the amount. We can put a break here. Let's put a break. It's refreshing. It's not working. Why? Just put another break. Okay, so now here is sufficient space. We have connect wallet, we have to address, we have amount in Ethereum. Okay, so now what we are going to require, we are just requiring a button to submit the form. Just create a button here, write send, and the type should be submit. This is just all basic HTML. I hope you are familiar with this. Okay, so our basic form is complete, and we have now a send button also for now, which is doing nothing, but just try to submit this form, and this is required field. Okay, so I hope for now this is complete, and what we are going to do, okay, and for error messages I want to put a text here that we can update if there any error or something goes on. So for this I'm just going to create a paragraph tag here, which is going to have ID, which is say status. Don't get confused here, we will see this later, but for now I'm going to just put here. Okay, so now I think our no changes because the status is empty, so this is as similar as previous one. Okay, okay, so now I think this is fine. Just keep the OBS closed. Where is the, okay, here it is. So now we have our HTML components ready. Now we are going to integrate JavaScript for the actual proceedings. Okay, so for this we have our Web3.js integrated. We have our connect wallet button. So the first task is When the connect wallet button is clicked, we have to connect wallet, which is our MetaMask for now. And if you are familiar with, we have done this in, I think, previous video, which can be done by the injected provider, which is known as window.ethereum. Okay, so we will do in this part also. Just go to script. For now, I'm just going to close this and keep this side by side, that we can see the actual code and components all together. Okay, so just here, I'm just going to create an event listener on my connect wallet button, get element by ID, and the ID for my connect wallet is obviously the connect wallet. Okay, so I'm going to just add a event listener here, which is obviously the click. Okay, and when the button is clicked, I'm going to execute a asynchronous function, because we have to wait for the wallet to get connected. Okay, just drag this here. Okay, so we added the event listener, and now we have to write the function which is going to get executed. Okay, so we can check for if type of window.ethereum is not undefined. Okay, which means if there is a wallet installed in the browser, we are going to connect it. Try, await, see, my assistant is suggesting me, and we are going to write almost the same thing, but I'm writing to eliminate any confusing. Okay, so just keep the text. What this text is doing, this is waiting for window.ethereum and requesting for all the Ethereum accounts that our wallet has. Okay, so now when the wallet is request fulfilled, we're going to create a Web3 instance. Just close this. Web3 window.ethereum. Okay, what is this? I've talked this about in previous videos. I hope you are following along, so this makes sense to you. And just assign the instance to our window object. We are doing this because we want to access our instance from all the document. Okay, so that's why we are assigning it to window.web3. Now, when the wallet is connected, which means we have to now hide the connect wallet button. So what we can do, we can do document dot get element by ID, and the ID for our connect wallet is connect wallet. We are going to style dot display it to none, because the wallet is connected, so this is not a good thing to show the connect wallet after the wallet is get connected. Okay, so we hide this, and now just complete our catch block. If we catch any error, just simply console.log, what you can say, error. You can also use console.error, but I don't like that red color at all. Okay, so if or else, if there is no wallet installed in our browser, that we can simply say alert MetaMask is not installed. Okay, if there is no wallet, this case is executed and the alert message shown to MetaMask is not installed. So I think the wallet connection part is done. Just quickly test it out. So just save this file and come back to a browser. I think there is no issue at all. Just close this and click on connect wallet, and you can see instantly I clicked on connect wallet, my MetaMask popped out and is requested for connecting my accounts. Okay, so this is account 1. I want to connect this only. Just click on next and confirm, and you can see as soon as the wallet is connected, our connect wallet button is disappeared. So this means our code is working just fine. We have a event listener click, and when the button is clicked, we have check if the window.ethereum instance is available. So yes, this is available because we have MetaMask installed. If you try to do is on another browser where MetaMask or any other wallet is not installed, then it's going to show this alert message. Okay, and as wallet is installed, it will get connected by, and the wallet button is hidden. Okay, so I just want to keep the process simple, so I'm just going to delete the session. Okay, so the connect will appear, and I'm going to also disconnect it from here. So you can see you can also disconnect by using this, disconnect this account. So now the wallet is disconnected completely, and next time we want to connect, we have to click this button again. But for now we are going to focus on other parts of our application. Okay, so now as the wallet connection part is done, we are now more concerned about the sending part. Okay, so for this we have to just add another event listener on our send button. I will show you, which is here. We will add a event listener here. Okay, on this form, when the form is submitted, we are going to take these values and execute via Web3.js. Okay, so let's do this. So let's add document.get element by ID, you can say. And what is the ID for our form, which is, I think, send ETH form. You can see here the ID is send ETH form, and we are going to add event listener here, but this time we are going to add the submit event. When the form is submitted, we are going to execute another asynchronous function which takes event, because this is a kind of in form submitting because it sends some data, and we have to prevent the default, because by default JavaScript try to send on the same URL and refreshing the page, but we don't want to refresh the page at all. So we are going to event.prevent default, which means we are preventing the default behavior of form submitting. Okay, this is very basic. If you are not familiar with, just go watch some videos, you will get the better idea. Okay, so now here we have added event listener for a form and prevented the default behavior. Now what? Now we are going to take those values like address and amount from the user side. So how you can do that? We can create a variable. We can say I'm not to address document.get element by ID and pass here the to address. We will access the to address by its ID, which is to address, and we will take the value, not this value. And same for amount, document.get element by ID, and we're going to access the amount and value. Okay, so now we have address and amount in our hand. Okay, so now just want to grab that hook back. Web3, if you remember, we have created a window level instance of Web3, so we are going to get that back. Window dot what is say Web3. Okay, so now we are instance back in this variable, and now we're going to see like const accounts. Just let me write this, then I will explain you what we are doing here. Okay, so in this step we have our instance, and now with this instance we are accessing back all the addresses which were connected. Okay, and to decide the from address, see the situation, we have two address, means the address to which we are going to send the Ethereum, but we don't have the address from which we are going to send. So for this we are accessing all the accounts which are connected, and we are creating a from account like this, from address ADDRESS. Okay, and accounts, just rename this to accounts because this will return a list of connected accounts. So we will grab the first one. This means from the array of accounts we are going to access the first account. Okay, so now we have from address, to address, and the amount. So we have all the necessary data. Now we are going to proceed with actual sending system. So for this, we have to convert the Ethereum to V. We have talked about this in previous videos, that on blockchain there is no decimal system. Decimal system, I mean, you can't write 6.6 directly, because all the values are represented in the lowest value, which is V, WEI, the lowest unit of Ethereum based tokens, currencies, all of this stuff. So if you want to represent ETH1, just mark it as comment. We have to write it as 1 with 18 0. You can say 18 times 0. Okay, or you can say simply 1 multiplied to 10 to the power 18. So this is a basic formula to convert E to V. And if you want to get the value back, you can simply write, if V is something like this, you will get divided by 10 to the power 18. To get back this divide and to convert it to V, just multiply. This is the basic mathematics. I hope you got understanding this very well. Okay. So, but we are not going to do that manual multiplication and division. We have some functions in our libraries. So we are going to do that. So now we have our value in amount, but now we are going to grab the actual value in V, because while doing transaction, we have to pass the value in actual V amount, not the decimal points. Okay. So just write web3.utils. This is the collection of library I've told about, and this also has library utils, which provide a function that is 2V. So as the name suggests, this is going to convert in the V. And what we pass? From ether. Ether means ETH, that we are passing the value in ETH and convert it back to, or convert it directly to V. So it takes two arguments, the amount or the value and the type of value. Currently we have in ETH, because the user is going to write directly at it understand, like 0.011, 1.2 something. So we have ETH and we are going to convert it to V. Okay. So this function will return the actual amount in V to us. And now the most interesting part, that we are going to transact our transaction. So how you can do that? Just first write a try block, because this type of transaction might fail. So we have to handle that error very efficiently. So now I'm going to create transaction. This is just a variable and I'm going to create a transaction here. So how to create transaction? Just write await web3.eth. This is also library in the collection of libraries, and there is a function called send transaction. Okay, just for now you have to remember this. To send a transaction, you have to use eth.send transaction, but later on you will get used to it, so no need to learn or no need to remember this. Okay, just write from, and guess what, we have to write here from address to, we have to write is right here the to address, and value is directly proportional or you can say directly to value. And yeah, you have to also pass the gas here. What is gas and all this stuff, we will come to this very soon, but for now the suggested gas fees for ETH is 21,000. Just pass it as it is, or if you don't want to pass the gas, you can rely on the MetaMask calculation of gas. We will see this, but for now just write it as it is. Okay, so just try the transaction, and remember we have the status. So for now I'm going to just update the status, get element by id, and what is the id is status, and the text content, or you can say inner text, whatever you want, I can write transaction successful. Okay, and if we catch any error, we can just write transaction failed. Okay, so I think our code is pretty much ready now. Just look from up to down once. If there is no typo, this will work fine. Okay, so I think this is all good. Just save the file, get all thing in view, and let's come back to our application here. So just refresh it to make sure everything is up to date. There is no error in console, so I think the integration and the basic syntax is correct. Okay, just going to connect wallet. Just wait for it. Okay, so I'm going to connect the first wallet only and just click on next and confirm. So now our wallet is connected and our connect wallet button disappeared. I'm just going to copy my second address, which is this one. Just click on this copy icon. So I've copied my second address. Just switch back to first address. Come here, paste the second address and type the value. So for now, I have how many ETH? I'm not sure. So I have 0.99 something. So I'm going to send 0.01 to my second wallet. Okay. So just write here 0.01 or the whatever value according to your wallet balance you have. Just click on send. Okay, so there's some issue. It says please enter valid value. Okay, so because we have, I think, passed it as number, so just going to keep as the text because there is no number something. Okay, so we have text now. No problem. Connect wallet. It's automatically connected because we have already connected it. Just pass the address, the value 0.01. Click on send. And you can see as soon as I clicked on this button, the MetaMask pops up and it should ask for the transaction confirmation. Just wait for it. Okay, so you can see the transaction has initiated and it's asked us for confirmation. You can see we are sending 0.01 and the estimated changes we have losing 0.01 ETH. Okay, so I think everything's fine now. Just click on confirm and you can see the transaction status here. Okay, so it's pending. Just wait for it. Okay, so you can see the transaction is confirmed. We have 0.01 ETH less, and here also status is updated, which is transaction successful. So now just quickly go to and check to our other wallet, and you can see we have now 0.0 ETH back. So this is quite cool, now. Just try sending some more amount. Okay, just refresh this. You can also create systems like automatically removing all the values from the input field, but for now we are just looking for a basic thing. Okay, just paste the address again, type a new value like something 0.00578 something, a random value you can say. Just click on send. Okay, so we have not clicked on connect wallet. Just click on this now. Just click on send. So it's again popped up. Okay, so see the value here. Just click on confirm. Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, okay. Dismiss. On the test net, it generally takes a lot more time because test nets are just for testing purposes. But on real chains, it is quite fast. Okay, so transaction is confirmed and the transaction is successful. And if you want to see this on Explorer, just click on this and click on View on Block Explorer. And you can see the transaction on the Explorer itself. We have talked about this Explorer in previous videos. So here you can see we have sent 0.00578 ETH. And you can see the address here. This is your second wallet and this is your first wallet. So from first wallet, we have sent second wallet and this is the amount, and you can also see the gas fees, etc. We have passed 21,000. It's all 100% use. So this is very good amount of gas. Okay, so just come back to the system, and here we have developed a basic system which can be used to send, what you can say, Ethereum from one wallet to another wallet. And this is just in a few lines of code. You can see here we have only 20 lines of code, here just 46 lines of code. So this is very basic, but this will be the basic for developing blockchain contracts and doing transactions from a good interface. Yes, I ask you to develop a good interface by using your CSS skills. Just do this styling stuff, create a better interface. You can do all of them by yourself. I'm here to just tell you how to do the basic stuff. or to get just started. So I hope this is all good. I think this is all good. Okay. So I think you have learned a lot in today's video, and this is all for now. Go keep practicing. Try doing some other stuff, connecting other wallets, sending to multiple wallets with a single click. Do all those stuff you can. And this is all for today. I'm going to see you in the next video. Till then, stay safe and keep watching Kredict for this type of amazing content. See you.